Audio. Okay, there we go. I didn't have audio for a second, y'all. Welcome, golf games. Yeah, I'm just doing some testing to some new uh hardware. I think I already got a freaking problem. Oh, the microphone. Never mind. I fixed that, so that's not the problem. Okay. Yeah, I upgraded my laptop that I stream on. It's hooked up. It's tied in between the PlayStation and also the screen I use. So it's tied in between. So I wanted to check see if these upgrades were gonna make it work a little bit better. And also I needed to upgrade to Windows 11 because they're discontinuing Windows 10. So I need to upgrade my system. So this is not really a long live feed. I'm just doing some tests, some software tests, some hardware tests, and go from there. Oh, volume sounds low. My wife in the background. I had to let her know I'm on live because she's loud. Hold on. Why the hell is that so low? Seems so low. There it goes. Like, what the heck is wrong with my volume? Oh. Turn it off. People still drive like idiots. Alright, so this will be the last race of this testing of my hardware system. See how it turns out. Okay, so for those of you that have been following me on the live stream, I don't know if you can tell that I'm kind of really burnt out of GT7. So I'm gonna take a break from it for a while. I will be starting up, it's called American Truck Simulator. It's very realistic, as most of you know that I'm a retired truck driver, so it's pretty cool. So I'll be doing that for a while. It was not the trucking one that I've been playing on here on a live. It's a whole different one, but it's really realistic. But I'll be doing that more than this. I'm just not really pleased with GT7 right now. Just too hectic for me, because people just drive like idiots. So I just don't have time for that. So I'm gonna do something that's a little bit more calming, easygoing, that'll keep my mood up. crap I'm talking about is what I don't like. They're still hitting each other. Just stupid. Wow, just stupid. All right, so we're gonna watch these two little replays. Then I'm gonna jump off of here. Never sees amazing how people just don't know their surroundings or who's around them. It's just this game is becoming more retarded every day. Gotta serve that off-track penalty there. That's gonna put me in the back. That's how you pass without hitting nobody. Marble cut in. And I got hit there, spun me around. What's going on, McLovin? How you doing, brother? What hardware am I testing? I upgraded the hard drive that was in it up to a SSD hard drive. It's supposed to be faster and a little bit cleaner operating. And also the memory RAM, upgraded that because my laptop only had 4 gigabytes of RAM for memory. And that's not enough, so I upgraded that to 16 gigabytes. And this is on the laptop, it's not the PlayStation. I don't even know if this PlayStation's been upgraded yet, but no, I bought it new, so I know it hasn't, but I probably need to upgrade it too, but I don't think I will. So that's what I've been doing mostly lately, is upgrading that. I had 2 laptops I had to do. One that I stream off of, and then another one, this regular one that I mess with. The other one I had, it was extremely freaking slow, and I just couldn't get it. The reason why it was so slow. And then I started, remembering, going back to the basics of how everything works as far as computers and stuff, and I say, well, let me check the hardware and see what type of hardware is in it, and amount of storage it has, so on and so on. And I was like, yeah, let me upgrade this stuff. So that car looks good. Appreciate it. But yeah, I just wanted to get everything upgraded for Windows 11 that I installed on both of my laptops. I do pretty much all that stuff I do myself. I don't keep buying computers if I don't need it. If I can just keep upgrading it, then that's what I'll do. Like I ordered some gaming computer parts for the tower that I'm gonna be building here pretty soon. It's gonna take me a few months to get it done, but it's gonna be a real fast gaming simulator PC. Because eventually I'd like to get into iRacing. Let's see. Okay, so let's exit there. We'll watch that last one, then that'll be it. But I'm just really burnt out with GT7 right now. I'm just not really into it. It's been really frustrating. McLevin said the only reason I bought a laptop was to upgrade my wheel software. Dang. So you guys, if that'd be that are my regulars, since I won't be doing too much of this anymore. I mean, I'll still be doing it, but not a lot. I'm just not into it anymore. I'm going to be doing an American trucking simulator. It's real, like real life. As you guys know, I used to be a truck driver, so I tried it out for the first time on my laptop just to see what it was like, and I was like, really, it blew my mind how authentic it was. It's crazy. I mean, it's just from the shifting and everything. And I was driving in the truck, just doing a demo. I wanted to just test it out, and I was driving it like I was actually doing it for real, backing up and everything, and just it was pretty awesome. And you get to customize the trucks too. But what it is you start out as like a company driver until you get enough money, and then you transfer into buying your own truck, becoming an owner operator, which means you start your own business, which that's what I did in real life in the trucking industry. So I had been an owner operator for 23 years. So I had owned my own trucks. I think that'll be a good thing for me to get into, is real less stressful, more calming. But like I said, I will be doing, getting on there and jumping on there and doing some here and there, but it's not gonna be my main thing. See, these guys, this is what I don't like. I gotta show a lot of patience, because these guys are banging off each other and doing some crazy stuff. McLevin said, I'm still waiting for a decent truck sim with VR. American Truck Simulator, that's what you want. That's the one I'm talking about. It'd be just like you're sitting inside that truck when you got your VR on, and you're looking out the window to your left or to your right. You're actually seeing what you're doing by turning your head. And I can do the same thing, but it's some kind of mod that they have where the camera is picking up on my facial movement. So if I'm moving to the left or to the right, it'll adjust my head to the views or whatever it is on the road. Stuff like that. But they do have VR. You can set it up for that. Yeah, I was watching some other people doing it with VR. It's actually pretty cool, pretty accurate. I'm not going to spend money on a VR. Making a move. I can swear he was gunning for me right there too. I had to avoid that other GTR, so that's what caused me to have a penalty. Excuse me. It's overdriving that GTR. There's no sense to driving like that. You lose time when you overdrive it. No, it's PC. They are coming out with a PS5 version as well, but that it'll be maybe a year or something before they do that. But they're working on it, and when they do, I will be buying it for that too. So you only use PS5? Okay. Yeah, it'll definitely be. I know it's out on. It's on Xbox. You have to go through the internet on the Xbox to a company called Steam. That's who makes that game. And then people can play it on Xbox, but not PlayStation 5 yet. But you guys, you'll see what I'm talking about. Hopefully, probably this Saturday, I'll have everything up and going. But I'm just waiting on my gaming PC to come in, and then I want to see how it runs, and that's going to determine what parts I'm going to build for my one that I'm going to build. Because the only thing I've gotten so far is the motherboard and the CPU. That's what I got coming. And I actually got a pretty good deal on it from AliExpress. Usually motherboards with the CPU, they're like really expensive, like $200-300, and I got it for like 15. But they do come with warranty, so if it doesn't work when I install it, then they'll send me out a new one. I need to rewind this. I need to see how I knock up on that like that. But the one that I got coming, the gaming PC, is just a rental. Because I want to see what it's like first before I build my own. Because I know it's got to be kind of a higher kind of graphics or whatever. But I figured let me test it out and kind of see, and then if I like the parts that it has, then I'll order the same parts. I know those gaming PCs, you can easily spend up to $2,000 to $3,000, if not more. I'm not doing that. If I can find it cheap, way cheaper somewhere, that's where I'm gonna get it. It's mostly overseas, where they're manufacturing like at a high rate. So that's why they were able to sell them for so low. Penalty is going to hurt me, so it's going to drop me back in the back. But we're going to make up that time. So. And I could have been way up there if it wasn't for these guys, because they're just slowing me up. Austin said he has a PC and American Truck Sim. It's pretty good time. Yes, sir. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I'm gonna customize me a badass truck too. See, the trucks I had in real life, I had a Cascadia, Freightliner Cascadia. I had a Volvo 780, and the other trucks I have driven, I've driven a 379 Peterbilt and a 389 Peterbilt. Also driven a Mack truck, and what's the other one? Can't even remember the name of it. So I'm pretty sure the truck in my head, I just don't remember the name of it. No, they don't make too many of them. But my favorite truck, though, well, I got two favorite trucks. One was the 379 Peterbilt and the Volvo truck. Most people don't like the Volvo truck because of the way they're shaped, but it was a darn good truck that I owned in real life. It was really a good truck. It made me a lot of money, that's for sure. And very low maintenance. Let's go. Yeah, so you guys will be able to watch me from the. Oh, good. That was good control right there on my part. Yeah, some good mods for trucks from my side of the. Oh, okay. From their side of the pod. I think the one major mod that I need is I want the loud jake brakes. That's about it. But I know it's most people are got that mod to get all that money and stuff. I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna play that simulator like that. I know that's the fastest way to get by stuff, but I'm not gonna do it like that. I want it to. When I play it, it's gonna be as authentic as how I did it when I had my old truck in real life. That's how I'm gonna play it. Then as I go, I'll if I can get certain mods, as far as make the truck look better, stuff like that, then I'll get those type of mods. Good inside move. Oh, that was my fault. And I swung out wide, gave him room. Still there, I'm getting him jab and see if I can beat him to line, which I don't. Couldn't get him. But yeah. All right, y'all. That is going to be it. I know that's the wrong car to be trying to run this race in anyway. I just like driving that car. It's a good car, but it's just not fast enough. But yes, sir. That would be it. But like I said, I'll be doing mostly of that, the American Truck Simulator. And then I'll probably be doing a lot of the series races on here too. Now, I'll be checking in every week though, just to check stuff out, and because I like my Formula One cars, the F23s, so I know that's coming up. It should be coming up pretty soon. But we need some more series. We need those series races to come back too, so I can start running those. Right, but I'm just kind of just burnt out of it because all this drama and stuff that's on here. It just is too much. But that is going to be it. And I will see you guys on the next one, which will probably be Saturday. That's when I'll start that trucking simulator. That's when I'll start it up and do it. But I think Friday night I'll be getting it all set up. Well, it's actually a pretty good or pretty easy setup because all I gotta do is hook it up in place of the PlayStation. I need to find a dummy. Need to wire it off somehow, but that way I don't gotta unhook both machines. But I just gotta put it in its place of the PlayStation, and it's a real simple setup. This just get everything going. My steering system it's also works on a PC also, so that's a good thing. So I don't have to buy another. Otherwise, I'd have to use a joystick, which still wouldn't be bad anyway. Even if I had to use the dual shock joystick thing. But yeah, but you're looking forward to that. I know I am. When I tried it for a little bit today, just the demo, it was awesome. So be looking forward to that. But you guys enjoy your rest of your evening, your night, or morning. I know some of you guys in the morning, especially golf. I think he's morning time right now. But we'll catch you guys on next one. Until then, you guys be safe. Peace.